Ukraine, a nation fighting for its survival against a brutal invasion. While the world watches the battle unfold, another crisis remains in the shadows. Evangelical Christians are being persecuted not just for being Ukrainian but for refusing to submit to Moscow's religious demands. Persecuted, the untold story of evangelical Christians in Ukraine. For years, the evangelical community in Ukraine has faced increasing pressure. As the conflict escalates, their plight has grown more desperate. Many have been forced to flee, leaving behind their homes, churches, and communities.
The situation is dire. Evangelical Christians are targeted because they are seen as a threat to the established religious order imposed by Moscow. Their resilience and faith, however, remain unshaken.
Despite the danger, pastors and believers continue to hold secret services, often risking their lives. They gather in basements, in forests, anywhere they can find safety.
I have seen my church destroyed, my congregation scattered, but our faith is stronger than ever. We will not be silenced.
The stories of these courageous individuals are a testament to their unwavering faith and determination in the face of persecution.
We left everything behind, our home, our church, our friends. But we carry our faith with us, and that gives us hope.
In Mariupol, we faced unimaginable horrors. Yet through it all, our faith sustained us. We found strength in our community and in our belief.
This is the untold story of Ukraine's evangelical Christians, a story of faith, resilience, and hope amidst the darkest of times. For centuries, Ukraine has been a land of deep religious traditions. The Ukrainian Orthodox Church has long been dominant, but the country is also home to a strong evangelical Christian community. However, in Russian-occupied territories, evangelicals have become a target. Why? Because they represent something Moscow fears: religious freedom.
In Russian-controlled areas, only the Orthodox Church that aligns with Moscow is allowed. Evangelicals are labeled as extremists, foreign agents, or even Western spies. This isn't just political, it's a war against religious freedom.
In the heart of the conflict, stories of resilience and faith emerge. These are the voices from the front lines, where hope and courage shine brightest amidst the darkest of times. The evidence is chilling. Russian forces have shut down evangelical churches, arrested pastors, and even tortured believers who refuse to renounce their faith.
They came at night. They took our Bibles, told us to stop preaching, or we would disappear. Many pastors have already been killed. We don't know when they will come for us.
We fled because they burned down our church. My husband was a deacon. We don't know where he is now.
Yet, amidst the destruction, a light remains. Evangelical Christians refuse to back down, continuing their mission to spread hope, even in the darkest war zones. In the face of unimaginable hardship, their faith and resilience shine through. These stories remind us that, even in the most challenging times, hope and humanity endure. Meet Ivan Petrovich, a pastor from Mariupol. When Russian forces occupied his town, they stormed his church, accusing him of working for the West.
They beat me and demanded I swear loyalty to Moscow's Orthodox Church. I refused. They kept me in a basement for weeks, but God gave me strength.
Ivan's story is not unique. Many pastors are arrested, never to be seen again. Others are forced to flee, but those who remain continue to preach, even under the threat of death. Despite the risks, evangelical Christians in Ukraine are finding ways to keep their faith alive. You know, there's a significant blind spot in the Western perspective on Ukraine. While the focus often remains on the political and military aspects, the spiritual battle faced by many goes unnoticed. While the world watches Ukraine's struggle for independence, this religious persecution remains largely ignored.
Most people don't realize that Ukraine's evangelicals are being wiped out in occupied areas. The Kremlin's goal isn't just political domination, it's religious control.
The world needs to know the truth. As we come to the end of this journey, it's clear that the struggle is far from over. The resilience of Ukraine's Christians stands as a testament to their unwavering faith. Together we can support them in their time of need. The war in Ukraine is not just about territory, it's about faith, freedom, and the fight for truth. Their faith is under siege, but they will not be silenced.
What are your thoughts on the current situation of evangelical Christians and churches in Ukraine? How can we support our brothers and sisters in faith during these challenging times? Share your insights and ideas in the comments. Your voice can make a real difference.